Dead, where evil lurks in every shadow and monsters roam the streets. Mankind's only survival rests in the hands of two Welsh warriors. Armed with boomsticks, chainsaws, bad language, these beacons of hope will stop at nothing to obliterate deadites, vampires, psychotic nurses. So, hold tight, strap in, and let the professionals take charge. Otherwise, you're in for a rough, blood-soaked night.
Hey, all right? How's it going?
All right, Jenks.
Like my Christmas jumper?
It's a bit silly, innit? How old are you? It's a bit silly.
It's a bit late for advice about silliness for me.
We've just been sat in the back room chatting for 10 minutes.
Listen, evening everybody, thanks for jumping on. Yeah, did you have a good weekend, Kurt? I know you had a hangover most of it.
Yes, absolute wipeout Friday night, and then nothing all weekend. Got a good few films in this weekend. Hey, listen to this now, right?
Yeah. Before you do that, my video is saying 7:20.
You can't change it once it goes live. I did try.
Was yours 7:20 as well?
It says 7:20 on it. Yeah,
don't matter. Okay,
yeah,
carry
you
on.
can.
What did you watch?
Right. I watched Carry On.
Carry on camping. Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Very decent. No Barbara Windsor though. They
Carry
didn't
on.
have Barbara Windsor.
Carry on playing.
Out Come the Wolves. It's a new one to Shudder. That was okay. Self-Reliance, a Jack Johnson written and directed film. That was decent.
Yeah.
Boy Kills World. The most underrated movie of last year. Oh my God.
Is it? Oh, what's that about
Bill
now?
Skarsgård.
Oh yeah, it's a revenge thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, outstanding.
It kind of got lost in the Crow sort of mix, didn't it? I think.
Yeah. It tanked.
Yeah.
The Clove Hitch Killer. It was alright. Awful ending.
Yeah.
It's based on BTK, the serial killer.
Who's that? Never heard of him.
He was a serial killer.
TK
And
Maxx.
Greedy People. I literally finished watching that about 20 minutes ago.
I watched half of that and never went back to it. Not because it was crap. It's one of those films where you start it late.
Yeah.
Forget and it's still
Yeah. Cracking film.
I like stuff like that. I love.
Yeah, it's good.
Like Simple Plan, Shallow Grave, those sort of.
Do you know, as soon as it finished, I was Googling where I can watch A Simple Plan because I wanted to rewatch that because, exact same vibes.
Yeah.
A little bit more wacky than that one.
Yes.
It doesn't take itself as seriously, but
Yeah.
cracking film. Really enjoyed it. What have you been up to?
So, well, some people, if you didn't watch the Return of the Living Dead trailer a breakdown, I'd probably repeat myself if you've seen it. But so when the trailer dropped, I texted you. I said, let's do this. Let's do a trailer breakdown. Let's not do a reaction because, we always get copyright issues. Let's do a breakdown because we love it. We love trailers. We love talking about them. And then you sent me a picture of a pint and a Jaeger bomb. And I was like, right. Okay. Yeah. Not tonight.
I cannot remember getting home Friday.
The worst thing is, Kurt, when I said, are you going to be okay if we do it like tomorrow morning? Oh yeah, just having a few. And then what did you text me in the morning?
I text you, I said, please don't kill me. I'm really rough. We were supposed to do 3 videos.
Yeah.
I said, I'll give you the trailer breakdown. That's all you're getting. I'm not doing the other ones.
I said that. I knew that. I thought, look, the trailer one is less prep. So I said, can you clean yourself up by 11 and we'll do it? It'll be a short video. Yes, of course. Which, the ironic thing is, that video is flying. It's doing really well.
Yeah, I know. And I can't even remember filming it. I think I was still drunk.
You still had a Jaeger bomb in your hand.
It's a blur.
Yeah, do you know what? This jumper's I'm gonna regret it because I'm already feeling really warm.
Yeah, same. Do you know like those do you know those like famous artists where they're like, oh God, I can't even remember recording that album. I was so jacked up on drugs. That's me.
Yeah.
I can't remember doing that one.
I can't remember doing this Return of the Living Dead reboot trailer reaction. It's like, what? Well, We're rock stars in our own way. Yes, I went to some friend's house, a few drinks last night, nothing too heavy. Did I watch anything? I didn't watch anything yesterday. What have I been watching? Oh, I've been watching something. You did recommend it to me. Rivals on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh my god, I haven't seen it. I haven't finished it yet, but it is fucking brilliant. I am
so
hooked.
good, isn't it?
I
It's
love
so
it.
well written. All the characters are great, and Danny Dyer's good, isn't it? What's going on?
He's Danny Dyer is what he is, and he's very likable.
Yeah.
And you know what? That story with him and the woman from the IT crowd, it's like the sweetest part of these horrible people. She is probably one of my favourite female comedians in Britain.
Yeah. Yes, I recognise her from somewhere. Not IT crowd.
The IT crowd.
Yeah, I've never watched her.
Oh, she pops up in lots of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether she's a comedian or she's just really good at delivering dry humour. But she wouldn't look out of place in America, like on Bridesmaids or something. I think she's that good.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when she pretends to be Margaret Thatcher and she goes all sexy. Oh, I was laughing my head off.
To be honest, I recommended it to you because I loved it so much. I didn't think you'd get on with it as much as I did.
Well, it was an easy one to watch with my wife because we always try to watch something together, and she tends to watch shit like Grey's Anatomy and stuff. And we've been going like our separate ways when it comes to TV lately.
Yeah.
But I knew we could kind of come together with Rivals.
I'm rewatching Gangs of London at the moment because my girlfriend hasn't seen it, and season 3's coming out now soon, so I'm rewatching that. And oh my god, it's got some of the grimmest scenes you've ever seen. They wouldn't be out of place in like a fully fledged horror film.
Yeah.
Like Saw, Saw level of gore.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
It's Gareth Evans who directed the raids.
Right.
He created it.
Shall we read a few chats?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want me to run through some?
Yes, you do it.
Let's do it.
Make sure you read them out.
Jill, John, evening both. All hope you've had a good weekend.
Evening, Jill.
Evening, Jill. As you've heard, I've had a bit of a good one. We've got Ella Star. Thanks for jumping on, Ella. We've got Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well.
You're a star.
We've got Hugh Huckridge. Evening, all horror fans.
Hi, Hugh.
Jordan Moran's in the chat. The man, Jordan Moran. Evening, all.
Hi, Jordan.
And we've got Batshit Scary. Just jumped over from TSL's live stream.
I hope you're floating between the two, or you just abandoned them for us.
We've got Ella Star. Yes, guys, love the Xmas jumpers.
Can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing? Are Darren and Frank wearing Christmas jumpers? Because if they're not, I don't think they are. Actually, I had a look earlier. I don't think they are. That's bad. Thank you.
There's commitment issues here. Nice jumpers. A lot of love for the jumpers. I put this on last minute. I came with my They Live hoodie on, and I thought,
you saw me. You saw that I was committed, and I assumed you were committed as well. This used to have bells on it, but they've been lost in the wash for many years.
You definitely had a few nights out with a drunk guys hit your bells.
Well, there were bells on each of these things.
Right,
Silence.
I went blank then. I know. My mind went somewhere else then. That was awkward. Evening, guys. Evening, Abigail.
Hi, Abigail.
I watched Carry On. It's a push to call it a Christmas movie, though. Yeah, I mean, it's set on Christmas, but there isn't one ounce of Christmas theme in there. So
is this going to be like the Die Hard debate? Is Die Hard a Christmas film?
Yeah, Die Hard's more of a Christmas film than this one, I think.
But is Iron Man 3 a Christmas film?
Never seen it.
Okay, well, it's set on Christmas, so,
less than now, Ben. We know what BTK means. Morbid. Yes. BTK serial killer whacks people with a sani.
With a sani.
BLT serial killer.
I love it. Bacon, lettuce, tomato.
I love Rivals so much from Abigail. It's a cracking show.
It might appear like it's a chick show, but it's got enough for everyone, I think, isn't it?
No, they're not boring farts. They're not wearing Xmas jumpers, but Darren is rough as I am.
All right.
What about me?
Your jumper is literally blended into our background.
Yeah, I know. It's great, isn't it?
It looks like I'm just doing a podcast on my own, which it should be.
This isn't the only one I own. I specifically picked this one. It took me 10 minutes to find this jumper, sifting through all my Christmas jumpers. No, I've had one Christmas jumper, this one, for about 10 years. It is so tight on me. I've put on so much weight in 10 years, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
It is skin tight on me.
Yeah. Right, so chat. If you can. If you can't, we will just vamp and make up our own questions. Because again, this channel, this live show is pretty new, so we haven't got millions of people on here. If you got a question about horror, drop it in the comments. Anything to do with horror.
It's weird not having an agenda.
I love it. I prefer it.
Oh, I'm more relaxed,
prep.
don't get me wrong. No, of course.
It takes me ages to download all those photos. It does my head in.
See, this is the thing. You sort the lives out. I don't have to do any prep.
No,
it's nice. It's nice to finally be able to take a seat back. Yeah.
Yeah.
After all the hard work I put into the channel.
You do. Fair play. Well done, Curtis. Pat yourself on the back.
Hey, you have started picking up the slack though, and editing videos here and there. So I appreciate that.
Yes. Do you think that's all I do is just wait for some work to do?
Yeah, come on. What else do you do?
Cheeky git. Let's get some. Right then, we got any questions? Oh, Dawn has jumped on. Hi, Dawn. Hi, guys. Left a couple of questions at the top of the thread. Hope you're well.
Hiya, Dawn. Thanks for jumping on.
Hi, Alistair. I've got a different Christmas outfit for every day in December. That's commitment. Right, where's the, what does she mean?
So I think right at the top, I can't see any.
Oh, apologies, Dawn. Why aren't you seeing them?
The top message is from Jill John, evening both.
Yeah. Dawn, if you could do us a big favour and can you repost them? Hang on, we got one here now. We'll come back to you. Jordan Moran, what childhood favourite films would you not mind being remade? Would you not mind?
Yeah, so which one would you be happy to be remade?
So
when you say childhood favourite films, because I liked horror when I was a kid, but do you want like child-friendly films, you know?
Well, I would say the only one, as long as they didn't do CGI, I think Gremlins, I'd be on board with a sequel or a reboot, a remake, a squeakquel, anything. But they'd be CGI and it'll probably be crap.
You know, Critters was one I always go back to. I know it's had Critters Attack and a Critters sequel, Critters series. But they're bloody god-awful, man. I think Critters 1 and 2 are, like, really good, well-made movies, right?
Yeah, number 1's really good.
Yeah. I'd love them to do a proper remake. No CGI, none of the crap that they brought out with the fucking... The sci-fi series with the kids. It was awful. I didn't finish it. But I'd love to see a proper good remake of Critters. Take it a bit more seriously.
Yeah. So what he means, you know, so no, just any film from our formative years. So well, Return of the Living Dead. I felt like you shouldn't touch it because it's too perfect. It's lightning in a bottle. It's all the great things, but. I'm a horror fan. I'll jump on anything. I won't like avoid something just because I watched Girl Ghostbusters 2016 for fuck's sake. You know.
Do you know one of my favourite movies of all time is something that's carried over from childhood. Is Labyrinth. Now I am a huge fan of this film. I still watch it regularly. I introduced it to my daughter and we both love it. There was talks for a long time that Fede Alvarez was going to be directing a remake, and Tom Hiddleston was rumoured to play Jareth.
Oh, that's quite a good cast.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, but it's disappeared. Now, everyone can kick off all they want. You can't remake this and all that. I'll always say, give it a go. If it's not good, if it doesn't turn out to be anywhere near as good as the original one, you don't have to watch it and you can just go on and continue watching the old one. Now, I feel like it's a missed opportunity here not to delve back into that world. It doesn't have to be a remake. It can be a sequel set in another part of the Labyrinth.
Are you talking about like Jim Henson Muppets or completely different?
Do you know what? Even without Jim Henson's puppets in there, just a proper serious fantasy movie, which can be quite scary. And if Fede Alvarez does dive back into this, he's definitely going to make it creepy. And I think if you take the puppets out of Israel, I'm not that precious over them, although I do love it in the original. I'm very passionate about this.
I'm not passionate about the puppets. You've never said that word in your life before, that sentence.
Yeah, no, that's new. But because there's been stirs of a remake for a while, that's definitely one on my list. I'd love to see them. Like I said, doesn't have to be a remake, but I would love to see them delve back into that
I'm
world.
surprised that Mike Flanagan isn't attached to it, because he seems to be attached to everything these days. So it's something.
He's the Clayface movie. So he was going to direct it, but he's busy. He's doing Carrie for Amazon. He's doing The Exorcist. And there's something else. So they said, he hasn't got the time to direct it. Can you write us a script? Yeah, all right, no worries.
Well,
this guy's so prolific.
He's one of those guys, like John Hughes now, going off topic slightly, but John Hughes, who wrote Home Alone, wrote that film in one weekend.
Really?
Yeah, maybe not the final draft, but the guts of it.
Yeah.
Some people just can churn it out, you know. So what did I say now? I think maybe Gremlins, Return of the Living Dead. I'm very excited about it. I don't hold a lot of hope. I know the director. I looked into the director, Steve Walsh, and he hasn't got a good track record. If Mike Flanagan was remaking Return of the Living Dead, but I don't want to be too cynical, because everyone felt the same about Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dawn of the Dead and Hills. Well, nobody much thought about Hills of Ice because the original was quite weak, but those two have become classics, so you never know.
Yeah. Well, that's the space I'm in, right? Is always give things a chance, and especially this early on. Now, if they give us a fucking 5-minute trailer and we can see all the footage, we know what it's going to be like. You can judge it a bit then, obviously, because we've seen footage of it. But it's so early in production. That trailer is clearly filmed to be a trailer. I don't think that scene's going to be in the film. I say I'm not going to get too excited, but I'm going to give it a chance.
Do you know somebody in that somebody in the comments, you may have read it on the breakdown we did, said, I wonder if that's not snow, if it's nuclear ash from the first. And I thought it's probably snow, but I thought that's really cool.
That is cool, yeah.
I love it. Let me go to Dawn Keat. What scares you the most? I'm gonna go with something quite bleak here. I'm scared of spiders, but horror wise, I'm scared of if sort of, hey, are you listening or what?
Hey, 2 seconds, boy. Busy, man.
I hope you're not texting.
Busy. I was texting my girlfriend to turn the heating off.
Can she text my wife to turn my heating off?
I'm bloody boiling, man. These Xmas jumpers were the worst idea ever.
I know. I can't, and I got a vest underneath, so I can't even pull it off.
Right.
Anyway, sorry. What scares me the most? Spiders are scary, but I could live with those. Is the concept of hell, like an eternal torture where it never ends. A bit like there's a film called The Endless. If you've seen it, it's worth watching, where there's a guy in a permanent loop of about 2 seconds and he just cannot get out of that loop and it's endless forever. That fear of eternity terrifies me, really does. Bit bleak again, sorry.
I'm not going to go as bleak as Jenks. I'm going to stick within the movie realm. Jesus Christ, Jenks. It's Christmas, man. It's Christmas.
I had that ready to go.
You
were thought I was
I'll tell
Gremlins.
You now, right? It has and always will be ghosts. I am terrified of them, as if they exist, as if you see them every day.
I know what you mean.
I won't walk down a dark alley on my own at night, just in case I bump into a ghost.
Well, not because of a murderer or a rapist. In case of a ghost.
I'd be less scared, I could fight him, or at least try to.
Oh, thank goodness, it's just a murderer. Whew.
But ghosts, for me, have always petrified me. I stayed well clear of them when I was a kid. When I didn't like being... Yeah. Films, man. Films. Ghost films.
You said, I stay well clear of them as if oh no, there's definitely...
ghost films when I was a kid were no go. I watched, there was 2 films. It was White Noise and Sixth Sense, right? I seen young...
Underrated with White Noise.
Yes, both destroyed me, right? And I didn't watch ghost movies for years. I would literally lie in bed at night and I would close my eyes, and every time I opened them, I would expect a ghost to be lingering above me, and killed me off for years. But then when I got older, I started to enjoy ghost movies, but I was still just as scared. But
Yeah.
when you're older, you don't mind being scared, you know. You don't think there's going to be a ghost around every corner. But Insidious came out and The Conjuring, all those movies, they absolutely petrify me. And that's what I love about these films the most, is that ghost movies are the only movies that can genuinely scare me. I'm not scared of slashers. I'm not scared of spiders or, creature features. I love them for entertainment purposes, but if I want a good scare, I'll always chuck a Paranormal Activity movie on, Insidious, any of those films.
So my wife, okay, she's not scared of pretty much anything, right? And she doesn't believe
Borat.
in ghosts. She doesn't believe in ghosts. She doesn't believe in anything like that. I said she'd have to have a floating, like Ghostbusters library ghost floating in front of her, 80s sort of, for her to go, all right, okay, now I believe. But yet, she will not leave the wardrobe doors open at night in case monsters. I'm like, but there's a chance ghosts could be real. Monsters definitely aren't real. Yeah, I'm slagging her off. She's not watching anyway. She's not, yeah. Can I go to the next one, Kurt? Yeah.
Yeah, do you want me to read some?
Yeah, read so Ella Star's next up.
Right, we've got Ella Star. I need some new Christmas horror film recommendations. I've seen Violet Night, and what others should I watch? So I'd say the two that come to mind straight away would be, and I'm trying to go for things here that you may not have seen. I'm not going to say Black Christmas, you've probably seen there. Is Better Watch Out, which is like Home Alone, but it's a horror. Kid on Christmas Eve. Is it set on Christmas Eve? Two burglars break into his house and it follows the same, tropes as Home Alone, but it's ultra violent. And Krampus, that's one I always go back to every Christmas. Krampus is a great one.
What's the name of the film? Oh, is it called You Better Watch Out?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, Better Watch Out, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I only watched that for the first time this year.
Oh, really?
Not Christmas time. It was in the summer.
Just randomly, like.
I loved it. I couldn't. I think for me, I've always avoided those sort of Christmas horror films. I've never seen Black Christmas. I saw Krampus quite late, the proper one, but I've always thought, oh, this shit like Santa Claus and all this crap. And I think maybe Better Watch Out in my head landed into that sort of category, and I kind of dismissed it. But it's a good film, good twist as well.
It is.
Very good.
It is.
But Violet Night is great. I love Violet Night.
It's only been out 2 years, but that's my go-to now. That's my Christmas movie, like. And
it's on Netflix. And I think David Harbour was probably like stuck doing that stupid Thunderbolts film, because I think there's definitely going to be a sequel coming out.
There is definitely going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
We've got Davey Deathray. What's happening, pal? Davey says, what's happening, boys? Great to see you guys. We are going to be doing a live watch party with Davey next week. So we're going to do our live 6 to 7. And then we're going to jump straight on Davies and we're going to watch Black Christmas 2019. Not a very good film, which I think will make for a cracking watch party.
I can't wait. I've never seen it.
So
I'm excited.
Me and Davey were talking. I think Davey said he didn't like it either, but it always makes for a fun viewing. If we all watched Evil Dead, we'd just be appreciating it.
Yeah, we'd be like, shh, it's the best bit.
Yeah.
You're ruining watch party.
Thanks for jumping on, Davey.
Yeah, Davey Deathray's got an awesome channel. You need to check him out. It's called Davey Deathray. He's killing it at the moment, and he's very much into his lives. He has some amazing fucking guests. He's got some charm. He's got some charm.
More charm than us, that's for sure. We've got Donkey. If you could spend 24 hours in one of your characters' bodies of any of the horror films you've watched, what would it be and why? Jesus Christ, that's a good question.
Read it again, Kurt. I made my brain hurt a bit then.
If you could spend 24 hours in one of your characters' bodies of any horror film, who would it be and why? So you jump into a character's body for 24 hours from a horror film. It's a tough one because they all have a pretty hard ride.
You can't do the thing because you don't know if you're an alien or not. Yeah,
I'm definitely not doing the thing. Jesus Christ!
I jumped in the wrong body. Fucking hell!
I'm the thing. I'm the parasite.
Yeah. For me, I would say something about Return of the Living Dead, but they all get blown up at the end. It's only set over a day.
But this is the bigger question, right? If that character dies, do we die? That's the question we're going to ask you, because you could die and then you just go, oh, you're back. Oh God, that was good. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I think, who's the coolest guy?
It's got to be Ash.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ash.
Ash is always safe.
Yeah, but Ash is a bit of an idiot as well. Like,
hey, he always gets the women. Always gets the women.
Yeah, he's going to...
Have you seen the opening scene to Ash vs Evil Dead Season 1? He pulls a girl in a barn and he's he's having sex with her in the bathroom and he's got his wooden hand slapping her ass.
I got one. I got a perfect one. Rhodes before he gets split in half. I want to be in charge. I want to be in charge of all those lazy fucking scientists, yeah? Yes, because that's a few days. It's Rhodes 3 months before he gets eaten. Is that fair? 1 day.
Yeah, but you only get 1 day with him.
Yeah, you know, that's my pick.
Yeah, it's got to be Ash in there. Ash in Army of Darkness.
Well, not Ash in Evil Dead 1 when he's just like...
No. I had a crush on Miss Honey when I was a kid from Matilda, and obviously she plays Sheila in it. So I'll take my chances in the Medieval Dead.
I thought she was hotter when she was a zombie, when she was a deadite.
Yeah.
She's still quite sexy.
But
in fact, she went sexier, I think, innit?
Yeah. Definitely. But you'll never top Miss Honey. Miss Honey all the way.
Yes, 100%. I love the original Matilda. It's awesome. It's amazing.
It's so
film.
good, isn't it? It's timeless.
I haven't seen the new one. I can't be bothered singing.
No. I had to watch it because my daughter wanted to watch it, but I didn't enjoy it very much. Actually, no, I did want to watch it because Stephen Graham's in there. I'll watch anything that man's in.
Yeah, I think do you know Roald Dahl, going off slightly, but he's probably the only writer, Welsh apparently, who every single adaptation he's ever done has come out really well. Like, I can't think of one bad one.
Considering how wacky his stories are.
Yeah.
And fantastical.
I know. Let me just read this one. So, Hugh Huckridge, we get a new VHS player in 1981. My mother goes to the local video shop and asks what's good for kids. The owner replies, American Way for London. I shit myself and I didn't sleep for a month. I'm 5.
They were different times.
Great times. Great times.
Do you know, if I was working in a video store and a parent came in with their kid and said we want to rent a horror film that's not too scary, my 2 picks would be The Gate and Gremlins. Easy. I think those two, The Gate, I'd say is a lot scarier than Gremlins. There are some aspects in that where I wouldn't want to show it to my own kid.
Yeah.
But it feels like Ghoulies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not Ghoulies, man.
Goonies.
Goonies, man.
Ghoulies.
Yes, it's got that vibe about it.
So, funny enough, the first horror film I put on for my oldest daughter when she was young was Gremlins, okay? And I thought, I'll be fine. My wife and I put on for her. It's a kiddies film, innit? But it was a 15 when it came out. I remember. It's probably not anymore. It's probably been downgraded since. But she was enjoying it up until the point, you know, the black dude, he's a scientist or a teacher, I can't remember. He's got a white lab coat and he's testing in the classroom or something.
Yeah.
And that bit when he gets killed, it's like a proper horror film moment. She had to stop. Oh, put it off. I'm scared.
Yeah.
And I thought, I suppose this is not funny.
Yeah, I had that with Critters 2. I was watching that with my daughter, and it's the bit where they first get discovered by the I don't know, the farm or whatever, and he gets his foot bitten off, and she was like, turn it off.
Right, let's read a few more.
Yeah. We've got John Moran. I'd love to see Messiah of Evil remade.
I haven't seen that.
Is that the Christmas one? I think, I'm not sure. I may be getting mixed up. That may be the Christmas one.
You don't own that, Kurt?
No, I don't.
My God. It must be beyond that.
Ella Star says, that was my very first horror too. I was 7.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember watching that one young. Way too young.
That could have been one of my early ones because my mother loved it. So it was kind of in my house. So I wasn't trashy like Evil Dead and things.
We've got My Chunky Geordie. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Geordie.
Hi, Geordie. Thanks for jumping on. John Moran says, I thought the teaser was all CGI the first time I watched it.
What's that?
Oh, God, I've lost track now.
Oh, Messiah of Evil.
No, because this came in before that. We're backed up a bit here, Jenks.
Oh, snowed under. Hey, no
Snowed
pun.
under. Curtis getting hot flushes when that Xmas jumper. Yeah, we're backtracking, you know. This is when I asked my girlfriend to turn the heating off.
I did actually secretly text. When I didn't know about Better Watch Out, I actually text my wife as well. But
My Chunky Jolly says, there's something wrong with me as horror doesn't scare me. I get more jump scares out of a Ziggy puppy pup. 90% of horror doesn't scare me. It's just ghosts. It's something that's just like ingrained in my brain since I was a kid. It's just something that I can't get over. Like, I watch a ghost film, I'm genuinely scared for my life.
Do you know the scariest thing I've ever seen, right? Is our Uncle Byron, right? That's it. No. So I used to have this like a shed. It was our grandfather's old van, and we had curtains in it. It became a den, and all the curtains were shut. And there was a slight gap in there, right? And my cousin and I were playing, and without even realising, my uncle put his face outside and filled the gap with a really scary face. And he'd been there for ages waiting. And my eyes zoomed and went, I couldn't stop screaming. And even when he came in laughing, I was still screaming as if my body was like convulsing.
Yeah, the same Uncle Byron. I remember him putting a Chucky doll on the couch, and he'd be behind the couch doing his voice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, he's the one. He's the one that introduced me to Evil Dead 2. So and Demons 2.
Absolute terror.
Yeah. Movie Squirm.
We've got Movie Squirm. Hi guys, hope you're both well. What's your most anticipated for 2025? Return of the Living Dead, I'm guessing.
So I'm a bit skeptical, so I wouldn't say that's my most anticipated, unless we had seen a really awesome trailer. That trailer doesn't quite count.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But what about you? Yeah, it's not Veratu for you, is it?
No, do you know what? I am obviously really looking forward to that one. But of the movies that have been announced, it's got to be The Wolfman, because I'm a huge fan of Lee Winnell. I love the stuff he's done with James Wan. I loved his take on the Invisible Man. And I love that they're going down this route where they're remaking these classic Universal monsters and putting a modern day take on them.
Totally.
And I've heard that this one is 100% inspired by The Fly. So the whole concept of this movie is his transformation, him slowly morphing into this wolf. It's not going to be your typical guy turns into wolf and starts ripping people apart. No, it's 3 actors in there, stuck in a cabin, and he's slowly turning into a wolf.
It's body horror's back with a vengeance.
Yes, exactly. Body horror is one of my favourite subgenres.
Yeah.
My favourite movie of this year is The Substance. And I just think, at the moment, Lee Winnell can do no wrong. So, definitely Wolfman of the films that have been announced, but there's so many. There's many movies so far.
So, for me, we're going to do next week. We're going to do what we're going to release a video. I'm going to say what we really want to see next year. But just to give you, I'm a big Final Destination fan. I love Final Destination. I know it's flawed. I had plenty of flaws, but it
doesn't matter, does it? They're fun movies.
They're fun movies. I didn't like the 4th one. I thought it was trash. Okay, but the rest are really good. Anyway, the 6th one, I don't know if you know much about it, but it's called Bloodlines, and it's about. Have you read this yourself? So basically, a big disaster happens in the 60s or something, and it takes years for death to catch up because they've all had families and stuff, and it's like a time spanning sort of plot, which sounds really interesting rather than just like.
I mean, how many times have they? And I mean, they can go back to this route because it works, right? The movie starts, a disaster happens, someone sees it, they escape, and then they all start getting picked off one by one. I do like that they're taking a different route with this one. Let's do something different, because they could just say, okay, let's think of another disaster. What else can we do? And then just run the same thing. It'll always be entertaining because you can always come up with different deaths, but I do like that they're trying something a bit different. I like the sound of that.
But like I said before, Bloodlines when it's a subtitle.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser Bloodlines.
Pet Cemetery.
Day of the Dead.
Pet
Bloodlines.
Cemetery.
Yeah, it's always cheap. Yeah. Do you read another one? Oh, one
Yeah.
second. So, Movie Squirm, he's got an awesome channel. He's a friend of the show. Give him a sub. Check his channel. It's quite similar to ours. He reviews movies and rankings, and he's a sound guy. Yeah, top man.
Right, we've got John Moran. Christmas, bloody Christmas is amazing. I haven't seen it. What's going on? I'm off my game today.
He's kicking your ass, Kurt. What's going on, boy?
Where's Eli Cortez? Ella Star, thanks guys, added to my list. I haven't seen Black Christmas. Oh, Black Christmas. And the first remake of Black Christmas, I think, is underrated. I don't think it holds up as well as the original, but the early 2000s remake, I think that's underrated. I used to really love that one. I haven't seen it in years.
Is that what we're watching next week?
No, the 2019 one.
Oh,
There's three, see. There's three.
All right.
John Moran, that's ideal because I have no intention of watching that movie, but I'll happily watch you guys rip the piss out of it.
What movie's on?
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas, sorry.
Yes, yeah. Which Black Christmas? 2019? No. What year did this one come out?
I am going
to... Oh, so we're doing that on our watch party, yeah. The 2019 one is our watch party. John Moran, Gremlins still at 15, bought the 4K and nearly put it on for my 5-year-old.
Oh, that's surprising.
Do you know what? Gremlins one, I happily showed that to my daughter. There's not one thing in there I think is not appropriate for kids. It can be a bit violent in parts, but I wouldn't say it's overly gory. There's nothing rude in it.
Lots of plot doors as well, Kurt.
Oh, don't get into the plot doors now. I've heard it too much. I've heard it too much.
It's set in the snow. How come they're not multiplying all the time? Come on.
Come on now. Jody says, I was 6 when I saw American Werewolf in London with my parents. Absolutely loved it, but I had been watching Hammer Horror since I was 3.
3?
Back then, if it was on TV, it was fine.
Yeah. Yes.
If it was on TV before 12, you could watch it. That was the only exception.
I think there's definitely like a correlation here with if parents enjoy a horror film, then they don't mind you watching it. If it's something they haven't seen, they're suspicious of it. Evil Dead,
definitely.
That doesn't sound good. No, not watching that.
John Moran, Messiah of Evil is an extra movie. It's cannibals in the 70s. Way off. There's a Christmas horror movie with Messiah in the title, but I will check that Messiah of Evil out, Jod. I haven't actually heard of that one, but I probably recognise the poster. Return of the Living Dead was probably the first horror film I seen. I would have been about 4 or 5. That's a good way to get started, isn't it?
Yeah, I was...
Evil Dead's my early... I think Evil Dead or Critters is my earliest memory. I think going to Blockbuster when I was a kid. Critters always stands out to me. Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil
probably
Dead 2, Demons, and Return for me, I think.
Yeah, Demons.
And
Demons
Serbian film, yeah.
I should not have... Do you know... Evil Dead, yeah, fair enough. Return of the Living Dead, fair enough. But we should not have been watching Demons when we were a kid. It's extra nasty.
Especially the first one when she descalps. It's really hard. Really hot.
It's just a really mean-spirited film, innit?
Yeah, there's no escape, is there? I mean, the second one's a bit more Hollywood, but the first one is bleak, isn't it?
Well, the doors are bricked over. Do you know what I mean?
My favourite character was the big black dude, the bald guy. He's a pimp in the first one. He's a gym instructor in the second one.
Gym instructor in the second
tough
one.
As fuck. He's like, yeah.
Shut up, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, but you're rooting for him in the second one because he's like a cool guy. He's fighting somebody in the gym. It's awesome. Right, are we done with questions? Are we?
No, there's more. Where are we up to? Right. We've got, Geordie says, scariest thing I ever saw was my drunk mum and aunt pushing my dad and uncle home in a shopping trolley. They almost hit the caravan.
Love it.
Donkey, if you were confronted by Freddy or Michael or Jason, would you freeze, fight or flight? You can only pick one of the characters I mentioned.
So when I just saw Michael so close to Jason, my brain saw Michael Jackson then, and I was thinking... That is quite scary.
I'd run.
Freddie or Michael Jackson. So if you were confronted by Freddie or Jason or Michael, would you freeze, fight or flight? You can only pick one of the characters I mentioned. So without all those characters, Freddie is the deadliest and the most powerful. So
yeah, because you can't really run from him, can you? You can just keep yourself away.
Yeah.
I ain't fighting any of them. I don't like fighting humans my size. I'm not fighting immortal killers. Like, there's no chance.
In order, for me, it would have to be Freddy's the most threatening, followed by Jason because he's supernatural as well, and Michael, he's not supernatural.
Yeah,
so I would have if it's. But yeah, I think Freddy's the worst.
I would not fight them unless I had like an AK-47. I'd laugh then and do it, you know.
And if you've seen Freddy versus Jason, you know, Freddy's quite agile and he's quite good with his flying knees.
Do you know?
Got to be careful.
In some of the films, Jason is terrified of water, but in other ones, like Part 3, he's in the lake, like swimming in the lake, loving life. But then just going for a jolly old swim, like. But if we're talking about like Jason and Freddy versus Jason, if I had a bucket of water on me, I'd fight Jason.
Yeah.
Or even just like a water gun, you know.
Yeah, it does make sense for him to be scared of water, but the writers didn't really care, do they?
No.
No, chuck him in.
It changes all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, guys, please, I don't want to go in the water. Get in!
Snorkeling, looking at fish. Ooh.
Get in, Jason.
Yeah, fishing. Right.
Crab fishing.
On a ladle, those pizza-shaped ones. Oh, shit, I forgot I don't like water.
Right, we've got Ella Star. I love the Final Destination 2, not the third one.
What?
The Substance is definitely one of the best films this year.
Yes.
Yes. So, Final Destination, I love the third one. It's the fourth one. Is dreadful. That's the one on the bridge, yeah?
No. The bridge is really good. The fourth one is the NASCAR one. When it's 3D is terrible. The fifth
one's a bit shit as well, Jenks.
No, the bridge is really good. It's the one.
No, it's a bit shit.
The fifth one's got the gymnast one.
No, there's good kills in it, but as overall as a film, it's a bit shit.
Oh,
and it's got full CGI in it.
I think it's
there's a bit right where the main boy dies on the bridge at the start. He flies up towards the camera, yeah? The camera's up like that. I was scared. Oh my God, this is the worst CGI I've ever seen.
I will disagree completely. I'm not going to argue the CGI, but as a film, it's probably one of the best ones. Third one is brilliant, the roller coaster one. Everyone can relate to that. But each to their own. Substance is awesome.
What a way to shut an argument down. Each to their own.
Each their own.
I was ready for war then, Jenks.
No, get off.
I was going to give it to you.
Oh, I thought you meant Ella. I'm not going to argue with Ella.
No.
You're wrong.
We've got Warby, Sapper and Steve.
Yes, I know this person. How's it going?
He wants nothing to do with me.
How's it going?
Batshit scary. My sister worked at Blockbuster, brought me Halloween 6 home. Shit film.
I love him in brackets.
I know. I was 6 at the time. From then on, I was hooked on horror and had to see as much as I could. And look at that. You know, horror is so good that you can even get hooked in it from the shit films.
Yeah.
There was something there that I loved, but I hated that film. But there was something there that I loved.
Yeah, I think the thing is, like, it's a bit like Return of the Living Dead. I love that first one so much that I've endured all the sequels. Even the last two that are terrible. I've never rewatched the last two. They are proper bad.
What are we talking about now?
Return of the Living Dead. If I love something, I would endure even the shit ones just because it's a bit like The Hangover. I love the first one so much that I've watched second and third multiple times just to hang out with those characters, even though I really don't like the sequels.
See, this is what I keep telling you. When you shit on me for liking all of Adam Sandler's films, this is what I tell you all the time. I don't care that it's crap. I just want to hang out with these guys. I want to hang out with Adam Sandler and his buddies. I love Grown Ups too. I don't care what anyone says.
And I love shitting on them.
I watch Grown Ups too just as much as I watch any of Adam Sandler movie. Going back to Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, any of the classics.
Look, this is the thing, Curtis, right? As you got to remember, I've never seen The Godfather, but I have seen Grown Ups 2 twice, and I don't like Grown Ups 2. So, yes, I do understand what you're saying, but I'm still going to slag you off because you like that fucking Hubby Halloween or Hoobie.
Hoobie Halloween's awesome, boy. That's an annual Halloween watch.
No.
Yes. We've got our Welsh-Australian buddy, Rhys Wilson.
G'day, mate.
He's managed to jump on. The time traveller. Thank
time
you for jumping
traveller.
on, Reese. So he calls himself.
In the chat, tell us what time it is, if you can.
Yeah. We've got another question from Ella Star. If you could star in any slasher movie, would you be the killer or the final guy?
I'd rather be the girl, final girl.
Yeah.
I think for me,
I mean,
I'd like to be Jason.
yeah, I'd like to be Jason. I mean, I'd like that comfort pill of knowing that I can come back. Do what you want, I'll
Right.
come back anyway. Chuck me in the lake for 10 years.
Okay, can I be Jason and can you be the final girl? How's that a compromise? Yeah? But I kill you in the next one. You survive that one, and you're one of those that die in the very opening scene of the set.
You kill me in the first 5 minutes of the next one.
All the work.
Do you know what? I think we're onto something here, Jenks. I think this is a deal I'll take. Like, sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, because Jason definitely goes to the gym. I know he's dead, but somehow he's been working out and he's stacked and.
Kane Hodder stacked, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, we've got Batshit Scary. It's shit.
All right, is this my new catchphrase now? Shite. It's shit.
Hey, that was your catchphrase years before we even started this podcast. It's shit.
Shit.
The 3D one.
So that's the fourth one. The fourth one, the 3D one.
Thank God for that. Yes, that's
that's terrible. All the nuts and bolts are flying, and his wheels is awful.
We've got Geordie, the director of Freddy vs. Jason, hadn't seen any films, so only watched the first of each, which is how we came up with Jason being afraid of water. Good fact.
Good fact.
Well,
I like
that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
But it's a bit lazy him not watching the other ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. He's an Asian director. He directed Bride of Chucky. Can't remember his name.
He could have gone on Wikipedia or asked Alexa or something. Can you give me the gist?
Give me the gist.
Okay, he's a zombie sometimes.
Break it down for me. Break it down for me.
Alexa will probably just explode. Oh, you know what? It's too hard. Too many origins.
We've got Ella Star. I love the roller coaster one. Yeah, it's one of the best ones. Easily.
It is one of the best ones. It's got that. What's her name? She's really fit, and she's in Death Proof. Something Westin.
No, it's not.
It is. It's Winstead. Something Winstead.
Mary Winstead. Something like that.
Mary Winstead.
Maybe we may be way off.
Jeff Winstead. That's it.
Jeff. Keith Winstead.
Keith Winstead. Yeah.
The Ghost of Mr. P. Hi everyone. Hiya buddy.
Hiya buddy.
Hi from America.
We've got a lot of friends over there.
Traveler.
Yes. Awesome. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, cheers.
We've got a super chat from Frank Riker. Ho, 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 you hoes.
Oh, it's a bit harsh. Frank Riker's from the Slaughtered Lamb podcast. It's a fucking awesome channel. We're just a bit better looking than them. It's almost very similar, though. And they didn't have Christmas jumpers on today. I mean, come on. It's December the 15th. But thank you for the super chat.
Thanks for the super chat,
You're a
Frank.
legend.
You're an absolute gentleman. We've got The Ghost of Mr. P. I love horror movies. You're in the right place.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
We were talking about The Hangover earlier, but and
we'll talk about it again. Batshit Scary says Hangover 2 is alright. 3 not even hungover.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I can sit through The Hangover 2 a lot more than number 3, but number 3 is just like fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah. We've got Jimbo. Thanks for jumping on, buddy.
Hi, Joe Jimbo.
What do you think of the 28 Years Later trailer? Right.
Cracking.
I think this is one of the greatest trailers ever made. I can't stop watching it. That poem, I think it's from 1915. It's obviously a reference to war, boots. But I cannot get enough of that trailer. Just the way it's cut and the way that poem intensifies as the trailer goes on.
Yeah.
Almost up there with Wolfman for me for most. It is out next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next year,
July is there something?
Oh my God, I didn't realize how much I needed another 28 Days Later movie until I saw this trailer and I thought, oh my God, and I initially wasn't that excited for it.
Yeah,
it's never been a franchise. I say franchise. There's only 2 of them, but I like them, but they've never been films I've gone back to time and time again. So when they announced they were doing a new one, I thought, oh, okay, cool. That was about it.
Oh I'm still waiting for 28 months later. I feel like they need to make it quick because it bugs me this days.
Oh, don't be
weeks.
one of those. You don't need months.
I had a good idea for a film before. 28 days earlier. It's a prequel set just at the start of it. How good would that be?
So there'd be no zombies?
No, it's just as London first gets hit. You don't see it, no. During that 28 days, you don't see it.
Oh, because Killian wakes up 28 days later. Right.
28 days earlier. It's just 90 minutes of nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that Army of Thieves they done. The spin-off. Oh,
it's not. And you know what's worth? He had little he had dreams of zombies just trying to link it. It's like, are you fucking serious? I saw the trailer, loved it. That like skinny guy or zombie does look like Cillian Murphy, but apparently it's not him. It's a bit of a red herring, I think. But yeah, it's a cool trailer. Danny Boyle is back on board.
Oh, and Alex Garland.
Yeah, Alex Garland, who's apparently given up directing now. He just wants to write again, because I think he's just sick of the process.
There's a trailer dropping tomorrow for a movie called Warfare, and he's written that as well.
Yeah, he's a brilliant writer. But with the 28 years later, anything with Ray Fiennes, I love. After watching The Menu, I've always liked him, but after watching The Menu, if he's in it now, I fucking love him. He's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah. Grown Ups 2 is shit. I won't argue with you, pal. It's not a good film, but I love it. I'm not going to argue.
I won't argue with that.
It is shit, but I love it. We've got Wabi. I want nothing to do with you, Curtis. I swear, as condolences of the season's given, I give you credit for being top tier podcaster.
Thank you, appreciate that. Awesome.
AKA a guy who spats bullshit for an hour and a half with Discount Willie from The Simpsons. What the hell is going on, man?
I love it.
Am I being picked on you?
I don't know.
I don't know what the hell that's about. 6:47 a.m.
Oh, that's nothing. Look, it's summer there. Don't give me the sympathy. Okay?
Do you know,
it's boiling.
I try my best to catch Davies lives, but obviously because it's American times, I never usually catch them. But I woke up for work once, like 5:20 in the morning, checked my phone, seen Davey was on live, and I'm like half dead now, just woken up, watching his live, and he's drinking Jim Beam.
Yeah, awesome. Summer in Australia. So, I think most of my Australian friends, I got a few out there, they get up early, get most of the stuff done when it's coolest. But top man coming on, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Reese.
Mary Elizabeth.
That's it. Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Not Jeff, sorry.
I have to choose their Fate DVD for Final Destination 3. Oh, what's that? I assume it's you choose what happens to them. But
like that Bandersnatch thing. No.
Maybe, yeah. Sounds like it. Interesting. We've got a super chat from the ghost of Mr. P. Thank you, pal. That's so generous of you.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the first time you're on.
Yes,
am I wrong?
I don't. Or at least the first time you've wrote.
Yeah, if I'm wrong, I apologise. But you were a legend. I really appreciate it.
Hi, do you think spooks ruins white girls for normals? Hi, do you think spooks ruin white girls for normals? I'm not sure. Sorry, mate. If you can put that one back in and explain it, I can't understand it.
Yeah.
You think spooks ruin white girls for normals?
Spooks ruin white girls.
I don't know.
Check it back in, if you don't mind. But appreciate the super chat, legend.
Oh my God.
What? What's up?
Right, he's gone.
Oh, something mean, is it?
What the hell is this guy on? Right, we've got Castler Daniel Garcia.
Oh, nice reading. Fucking hell, you did well then.
Yes. What do you think about the horror film Mr. Frost with Jeff Goldblum? I haven't seen it. Someone has mentioned this film to me before, and I put it on my watch list. You're going back weeks. I put it on my watch list, and I still haven't watched it because someone recommended it to me before on this channel. I need to watch that one, and we need a mod, Jenks. We need a mod.
Yeah. So I was thinking of Jack Frost then with Michael Keaton.
Yeah. No, it's I did look
horror.
it up. Yes, I think it's more of a thriller. But
Right.
I haven't seen it, mate. But I'll get on it. Sorry, my head's a bit fried now.
Thanks for jumping on. There was somebody put a mean a comment up. We might need a mod.
Reese was saying, guys, I think you need a mod. This guy is a troll. Hey,
Yeah.
he give us £2 though.
Worth it. What's
Jesus
wrong with people? What's wrong with
Christ,
fucking
what was
people?
that guy on?
Yeah. I didn't see the
Right.
message. Is it still there so I can see it later?
Yeah, I think so. But horrible. We've got. I like the film Dead End, Husk and Witchcraft or Wisecraft. Dead End is underrated. Husk,
It's the one with the car. That's a Christmas film.
yes,
Dead
and it's
End.
got
Ray Wise.
Ray Wise and
Awesome.
God.
Your favourite girl, the old woman. What's her name? You got a photo with her.
I know, my mind's gone blank now. My head's fried like.
It is. She's in Insidious. Lynn Shay. Yes,
Lynn Shay.
Woo!
Ah,
A proper fancy, Kurt. Yeah. To get this near, I beat you. You are.
Jesus Christ.
You've been put off by that fucking message. Can you block him?
I have blocked him, yeah, he's
Yeah.
blocked. Yeah.
Sick.
I just want to, anyone who read those, I just want to apologise for that absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Not very nice things, but we're definitely going to get a mod. We need to get a mod. But he's blocked now. He's not coming back anymore.
Who would have thought you'd have some weird people on the internet? Yo, you never know, do you?
Yeah, me neither, to be honest. I thought he came in, said hello, he liked horror films, and then he just turned dark. What's wrong with people?
At least he paid, don't it?
Yeah. Right, we've got Geordie. Yes, you get alternative endings for people. It's a good laugh.
Oh,
His
cool.
super chats aren't good. If I was a mod, I'd have blocked him. Yes, we definitely need to get a
2025, we'll be having mods. We got one more show
Yes.
left this year. We're going to have a good meeting. We're just so new to it, when we thought we could manage, but yeah.
Yeah. Was it a spammer? I think so, yeah. Whatever he is, he's
Yeah,
gone.
he was a knob. He was just a troll.
More like a Bamadon. We've got Wabi. I want to say thank you for everything, boys. Curtis for being a banging podcaster, and Steve having my back for the year. Had a bad accident 2 years ago and have had the worst start of my life.
You're a legend, dude. You're a legend. Shout
Yeah.
out.
Thank you, pal.
Yeah, top man.
We've got, what do you think about the horror film Shadow Builder with Tony Todd and Michael Rooker? I'm getting my ass kicked tonight, Jenks. I haven't seen it.
What? Can you read his name out again? Because I get under pressure for pronouncing.
Casala Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia. What do you think about the horror film? Do you know, I've never heard of it.
No.
You haven't heard of it? Good. No. It must be extra shit.
I'm getting my ass handed to me tonight.
But R.I.P. Tony Todd. He's a legend. And he's
Yes,
in
he's
Final
the man.
Destination.
Yes.
Apparently he's in the new one as well. I think they... that's right. Well, he's in the cast. He may not be. It may just be like an out-of-date sort of cast, you know?
Yeah. We've got Reese Wilson. I work as a technician in the cinema. We had a preview screening of Nosferatu. It's bloody brilliant, lads. Oh, the envy, pal. Reese,
Yeah.
the envy.
Yeah, because we had Splattercast on last week, which was awesome. And he'd seen it in an early screening. He'd seen
Yeah.
Werewolves. he'd had some news about Evil Dead. You were like, oh, come on, it's not fair.
We got nothing to bring you, guys.
Nothing. We got
Absolutely
Kurt,
nothing.
Kurt,
like
we got Christmas jumpers, yeah? Come on now, don't sell yourself short.
That's awesome. I'm dying to see it. The only reason it's not my most anticipated movie for 2025 is because I don't have to wait long to see it. Get Christmas over with. January I can see it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to see this. It's just something that popped up quickly online. But I've heard Bill Skarsgård's voice in it.
Is it?
So someone has filmed a cinema screen, and the video came up, and by the time I realised what it was, he had already spoken. I swiped quick.
Yeah.
But I've heard his voice, and that's all we're going to get from him until the film is released.
I'd love to hear in chat from our American viewers if any of you go to the cinema on Christmas Day. If it's a tradition, if you're planning on seeing, because it's not a tradition in Britain. I don't even think they're open in Britain.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe in London, you never know, but they're certainly not locally. But I think it's a tradition in America. I get the vibe when I watch podcasts and stuff. But if anyone is, drop us.
I mean, if they're happy to drop a movie on Christmas Day, it's obviously going to make some money, innit?
Yeah, it depends what kind of lifestyle you got. If you got loads of family to see, then maybe if you got a smaller sort of circle and you think, I got to see a film on Christmas Day, why not see Nosferatu?
Yeah. I mean, what did you watch on Christmas now? It was
Maniac. And Nymphomaniac Part 1.
Nymphomaniac. Oh, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 on Christmas Eve, Part 2 on Christmas Day. Come on, kids.
Yeah. I didn't watch you, my kids. Can we watch Home Alone, Dad? No, we're watching Nymphomaniac.
Hey, it's more suitable than Necromaniac if you haven't seen that one.
No,
oh my God, what a
sounds awesome.
What a film. Jesus Christ, talk about a grim movie.
I know somebody, Curtis, right? I won't name drop because we're live, who was in a lift with a boyfriend in Spain, and it was a really cramped lift. They're all squashed in. And in front of everyone, she said, "Oh, it's cramped in here. I feel like a nymphomaniac." And her boyfriend went, "Do you mean claustrophobic?" "Oh, yeah, that's it." True story.
I feel like a nymphomaniac.
That's true, I promise you.
Do you know, you couldn't have picked a worse word to get confused with.
I can almost hear the correlation, but not. It's like
yeah. There's something there. Like.
Yeah, the ick at the end is pretty much it.
Do you want to read some comments? I'm sick of leaning forward.
Yeah.
My desk is the other side of the room, man.
Yes. 2 seconds. Let me just catch up. Oh, look at this. Legends TSL movie podcast. I can't even read a normal word. These guys, it's Slaughtered Lamb podcast. They are legends. They're friends of the channel. We hope we're friends of their channel. We hooked up with them last year in For the Love of Horror. Spent some time with them. We had so much fun, I gotta say. With Wolfman's Got Nards as well.
I blacked out on that Friday. I don't remember getting back to my hotel room.
Yeah, I think it was just we were so chilled and relaxed, and we were drinking with these guys, and it felt like we knew each other really. We just got on really well.
Yes.
And we couldn't even make it to the after party on the Saturday. We were just like, we were lightweights.
Exhausted.
And my God. They were nagging for us to go, and they were like, "Oh yeah, maybe." We're like, "Oh, we can't." No. And what's worse, Darren was nagging the most, and he's older than us, and he's still drinking us under the table.
Next year, we got to make an effort, Jenks, to get to the after party 100%. On the Saturday. We have to make the effort.
100%. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. That's too kind, pal.
Merry Christmas. Like I said, if we don't speak to you between now and Christmas, have an awesome one, you and your family, Darren and Frank, legends. And if you haven't subscribed to their channel, go check them out. They are awesome. And anything we can pinch off them when I watch their live, we will, because they are so good. I'm having that. Yes, cheers. Sorry, let me read the next one.
Reese Wilson, you lucky guy.
John Moran, that's great to hear, Reese. Didn't want to get my hopes up too much.
I think you can almost guarantee a good gothic movie from Eggers.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Frank Riker from the Slaughtered Lamb. You guys like full moon movies like Puppet Master or Subspecies? I've
I
seen
do.
I've seen
I
Puppet Master 1 years
yeah.
ago. Didn't like
I've
it.
seen
Shit.
every single Puppet Master movie, and I own them all on Blu-ray. I love Full Moon. They've got a lot of crap in their backlog, but I do like Subspecies. I love Puppet Master. It's one I always went back to growing up, and still go back to now. I think what was it? Demonic Toys. They did a versus movie, Puppet Master and Demonic Toys. No, I never liked the Demonic Toys movies. I thought Puppet Master were a bit classier than those ones, but
Yeah.
I never liked Demonic Toys.
I watched it as a kid. I didn't like it. It's a bit too silly for me. It was shit. It was
Puppet
shit.
Master.
They're all shit. Shit.
What about Leech Girl, Blade, Pinhead? Awesome. I love Puppet Master. I've got a few of the toys as well. I got this great special edition Full Moon box thing. Came with a Blade toy and 2 of the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Awesome set.
Castellar, Resolution, and its sequel, The Endless, are great.
Yes.
The sequel,
You were talking about The Endless,
yeah,
Jax.
yeah, I love The Endless. It's
There's 2 of them. I can't. The
Well, there's a
Resolution.
sequel.
Yeah. The Endless is the sequel.
Oh, right. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
still about like a cult.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen the Resolution, but I know someone who's into them. I haven't seen it yet though.
The Endless is a very underrated gem, and that scene where that guy's trapped in that loop, it is the most horrendous thing you could ever see. Frank Riker, Darren, stop giving him money. It's Christmas.
We need it.
We need it. My bells are falling off and everything. It's my only one. Reese Wilson. It's a damn visual treat. Certainly deserves all the praise he's been getting.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice one for that, pal. I'm extra excited now.
Castellar, love Deer Camp 86. Now, I'm guessing Curtis has seen this, owns it as the Steelbook, 4K, the VHS, the cassette, the Betamax.
Betamax.
The laser disc. the scroll.
I've genuinely become quite fond of laser discs. I've got a few now. I stopped buying for a while because they're quite expensive, but I got From Dusk Till Dawn, The Thing, Unlawful Entry,
That's a great film.
A couple more. Unlawful Entry is extremely underrated.
Ray
Liotta and Kurt Russell.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, really good film. So I did start collecting laserdiscs. I don't have a player. When you're a collector, you don't need the things it plays on. I've got them all on DVD and Blu-ray anyway, so I don't need to watch them.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just like collecting physical media, like.
Yeah, that's why you need these super chats, isn't it? Just to finance all your stupid things you buy.
Stupid! Oh, Jenks, you're hurting me here, like.
Ella Star, did you say you had a watch party coming up? Yes, with Davy Deathray. Next week we're doing our show slightly earlier. What time?
On the Sunday, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock to 7. It's a bit of a tighter show. We're just going to do a roundup of the year. And then we're jumping on his channel then for a Black Christmas 2019 version. So jump on. Davey's got an awesome channel. And we're going to make it even better because we're coming on there. Yeah? Yeah, but we don't really like being on sharing the same screen as him because he's too good looking for us, It's not fair. Yeah.
Cameras off, yeah, boys.
Yeah,
Cameras
yeah.
off.
It's not fair. He's got that American look. It's not fair. Yeah, better teeth, everything. Like bullshit. Castellar, I like the Pierce Brosnan horror film Nomads. I haven't seen that. Have you seen it?
I've seen Nomads. Yeah, it's a good one.
When did that come out?
Oh God, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Oh, this is really exciting.
1986.
All right.
Yes, it's an old one.
Oh,
1986.
Just before James Bond, then. Hugh Huckridge, I've just realised those jumpers are the scariest things I've seen all year. Thank you.
Very unsettling.
Yes. Castellar, love Oblivion from Full Moon and Dollman along with No, I can't say it. I'll never be able to say that word again. I can't say it, Kurt. Say
Demonic toys.
Demonic
toys.
No, once you can't say something, you can no longer say that ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Dollman. I think 88 Films are in partnership with Full Moon because they've dropped a lot of their films on their Blu-ray line. I bought Dollman a while back. That's a bit of a mad film.
Awesome. So Hugh Huckett says, how scary is The Witch and Wizard of Oz? Pretty scary, especially those flying monkeys. Those are terrifying.
Oh my God.
Do you know what film is very underrated? We'll have to do a video on it one day, right? Is Return to Oz. It came out in the 80s, 85, 86. And is dark as fuck.
I don't want to do a video on it though.
Okay, we can mention it in.
We're gonna review a Wizard of Oz movie, a horror podcast.
We can mention it in one of those videos we do.
I'll mention it in passing.
Oh, shut up!
That's all you get, then, Jenks. Hi guys, welcome to Twisted Locker. Today we're going to be reviewing The Wizard of Oz.
Right, in chat, who wants us to review Return to Oz, not Wizard of Oz?
And then I'm going to do a video, right? I'm going to do a tutorial video, how to lose subscribers.
Right, Return to Oz. It's nightmare film. Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
With the
It's
wheelers.
not a horror film though.
With the
it's
wheelers.
not a horror film though, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it.
In chat.
And you've got the woman who's got loads of different heads.
Yeah. In chat, please. Anyone who's the big love for Return of the Living Dead is going to say it. Return to Oz.
Jenks is starting a petition now. I can see it on his Facebook wall
already.
Bring Return to Oz to Twisted Locker.
You're just being nasty because you're hot and bothered in that jumper. I'm getting a bit nasty. Just turn that heating off. I am in the basement, just in case while I'm doing that. Campfire Tales is on 2B. All right, cheers, Castor.
I've just started getting into 2B. They've got some bangers on there. If you can put up with ads, they've got some great films on there. Ads,
disgusting. Why should we have ads? Chunky Geordie, you can also report trolls to YouTube, just so you know, as they sometimes come back under different names. Yeah,
nice to know. Thank you, Geordie.
Yeah, that was a good
the
test.
Shit that guy was saying, what a pig.
That was like a good little taster, actually, for like we needed something to kick us up the arse to like, you know what, we can't manage it on our own, even though we thought, we're on our own. I
don't want people reading what he put on, to be honest.
Stick. Castellar, Killer Party from 86 has a sinister ending. Fair play, I gotta say.
Do you want to say Daniel?
Daniel Castellar.
Killer Party from 96 has a sinister ending. It's another one I haven't seen. Yeah. I've been exposed. If there's one thing I've learned tonight, I've been exposed.
The Wraith. I've seen The Wraith.
Yes, The Wraith.
With Charlie Sheen's in it. Isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. A young Charlie Sheen. It's a great film. Really good. Loved that film. Good effects as well for the time. My Demon Lover is fun. Never seen that. Have you seen that, Kurt?
Stop asking me. Just stop asking me.
Look,
if I've seen it, I'll tell you.
Look, he's sinking in his seat. Your seat's going lower and lower and lower. Kurt?
It's as low as it'll go. I can't drop any lower.
Reese Wilson. Have you guys played the remastered The Thing game that dropped recently? I missed out on playing it on its original release back in 2002. It's a tense damn game, and a wonderful sequel to Carpenter's film. I have heard of it. Yes. It is an official sequel, isn't it? It's like
I played it back in 2002. I had no business playing it. I couldn't get past the first bit, right? It was way too hard for me at that age. I don't know how young I was in 2002, maybe like 9 or 10. But I have been looking forward to the remaster. I haven't jumped on it yet. It's just too close to Christmas. I can't afford it. But I'm gonna obliterate that game. Come January, I'll be buying it. It's nice to see a game like that being remastered. There's so many remasters coming now, and it's nice to see a game that's kind of forgotten getting some love. Yeah. And I mean, if I can play a game set in the world of The Thing, I'll jump on it.
Yeah.
So much so that a few years ago, I didn't want to go back and play the original one because it's quite old now and the graphics are dated and I don't really have the console player on. I watched the playthrough on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's a sequel to The Thing. It follows directly on from the movie. So I just watched the playthrough on YouTube. So I've kind of ruined it for myself, but I am looking forward to playing it.
Can I tell you a confession? I've never played a PlayStation or an Xbox in my life.
Yeah, because you're boring.
I'm too busy writing best-selling novels. So going back to what you said about the thing, I used to enjoy watching people play Resident Evil because I love the story, and they say, "Oh, do you want to have a go?" I'm like, "No, actually, I'm enjoying just watching you play because it's like a movie."
Yes,
Totally. Right. Geordie, also set your comments to subscribers for only for 30 minutes, as that sometimes puts trolls off.
Okay, good
Okay,
to
cool.
know. Thank you, Jordy. Appreciate
we're,
that.
We're learning. You wouldn't think that we're we're not experts. Castellar, Grim Prairie Tales from Brad Dourif and James Earl Jones is a charming anthology. Have you seen that? Yes. Oh, Jesus, he's kicking your ass. Oh, I don't think you realise how much Curtis hurt. Curtis hurt. Yeah, poor bastard. Loved Killer Frequency, The Chant, The Quarry, and The Thing remastered game.
These are all games.
Okay.
I've played and completed The Chant and The Quarry. I haven't replayed The Thing yet, but the Quarry is top tier. They got some great actors in now, and it's you pick your next move, Jenks.
Oh, cool.
So you kind of watch it like a movie, and then you decide what the character does.
Right.
Whatever choice you choose,
I see.
it impacts the rest of the game.
It's fully interactive, like.
Ted Raimi's in it.
Oh, cool. Castellar, The Shed and Byzantium are good vampire films. Byzantium is excellent.
Yeah.
Jenna Arterton, is that her name? And that Saoirse Ronan, is it? Is she in it?
Yes. Yeah.
Great cast. Really good film. Quite a forgotten gem. Good vampire
Who
film.
directed that now? Was it that one that the American Psycho director done?
Mary Harron, no,
Yeah.
don't think so. She's only directed about only a handful of films, and it's not one of them.
Oh, okay.
She did like a biop of Betty, something like a famous. She didn't do any horror. Ella Starr, I'd 100% join the Return to Oz. Yes, get in there. Gutted now, I know. But whoa. Return to Oz is John Moran says Return to Oz is class, pretty dark. Wait, look at this. You be listening. Oh, these are trolls. Let's delete these people. Reese Wilson says Return to Oz. Oh,
sorry.
Is
what
awesome.
were you saying? What were you saying? Sorry.
I said Return to Oz, and you're gonna call these people trolls for agreeing with me. Ella Star Tubi is good, and the ads aren't too much. Cool.
To be fair, Amazon has ads on it now, so yeah.
I know, what a cheek, innit?
7 ads, mind. 7 ads before the film starts.
I gotta say though, the way they word it is really good. You can have after these ads, you can have nothing for ages. They say something like that, as if like, this is cool.
I picked fun of that myself, actually.
Yeah.
Watch these ads for an uninterrupted movie.
That's the word. Uninterrupted film. It's like, it's nice of them.
Oh, thanks for that. Cheers.
Hugh Hackridge, the menu is awesome. It's so good. Oh my God.
Was it 2023, Jenks, or 2?
No, 3, I think. I could be wrong.
Top 5 of the year. Do you know what I always said, right? It is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but a horror movie. It's got the exact same concept. I haven't heard anyone else saying this, right? You heard it here first, right?
I like it.
So it's got the exact same storyline, right? There's a prestigious building that produces prestigious food that only a select few people get a try, right? And a certain amount of people get an invite to this restaurant.
Yeah, golden ticket.
They go there and they all get tested. One by one, they start getting picked off until you've got one person left. It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I gotta say that's quite genius, Kurt. I like it. It's Charlie and Chocolate Factory without the murder and the guy getting wasted. Yes, I know.
It technically murdered.
No, I'm not making fun. I think it's a great idea. I think it's spot on. Yeah, I love. I
haven't heard anyone else saying it.
I love that movie, and if we were doing our channel back then, we would have been all over that for one of the best films of the year and Fresh.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Fresh, You need to watch
my
that. It's on
God.
Disney Plus. It's amazing.
Sebastian Stan. So good in that
And
film.
and Daisy Edgar Jones.
Yes. Well
Yes.
done, Jenks. Well done.
She's not Frenchy, so I can do Ella Starr, Twisted Locker to do Return to Oz. Yeah.
All
these-
right.
yeah.
I will listen to the people, right? I won't listen to Jenks. I won't. But I'll listen to the people. We'll do a watch party.
It'd be funny if that troll came back on. Yeah, Return to Oz. I was horrible earlier, but I gotta be, I really want this video. John Davies. I was going, John. Have you been on already?
Yes, yeah.
Apologies. Hi guys, love the channel. Cheers. Do you think we'll ever get another Friday the 13th film? We need one desperately. We do. Oh my God, it's time.
I'm hoping so, but this franchise has been stuck in development hell for years. It's been stuck in legal battles, and that news a few months ago about the new Friday the 13th universe is promising. The whole A24 thing where you've got Camp Crystal Lake, the origins. There seems to be some information coming out left, right, everywhere. Just get something done. Well, I need another Friday the 13th movie.
So New Line bought the rights, so the remake, because I know there was problems. They borrowed, so they couldn't use the Friday the 13th name for Jason Freddy versus Jason and Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. They made some kind of deal to do the remake because obviously it's all intact. And I just don't know what the problem is. Like, is it Sean Cunningham who's got the rights now? Is it?
I think it's been reverted back to him, or at least a portion of it.
Yeah.
LeBron James had stakes in it. Like, LeBron James owns some of Friday the 13th. I don't know how that came about.
Right.
But apparently LeBron James was the one fronting money for a new Friday the 13th movie. Must be a fan, I don't know.
If they couldn't, sort of use the name Friday the 13th, just call it Jason. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, watch it. Who cares?
Yeah,
or
it doesn't
Voorhees.
matter.
Just call it Voorhees. I'd jump on it. Be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Castellar, love the anthology films.
I love them. I love a good anthology movie. VHS, one of my favourite franchises ever.
Yeah. I think my favourite anthology series is Black Mirror. I think.
Oh God, nothing comes close.
It is top tier.
Do you know when they announced they're doing another season? Oh my God, the anticipation!
Yeah, I know. He's Charlie Brooker's a genius, and he's amazing.
It's by far the best.
Geordie, I just thought, I just know the other channels I watch. And I like helping if I can. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
No, we appreciate your help, Jordy. Thank you so much.
Castellar, the horror anthology, Southbound, Terror Track, Body Bags. I've seen that, John Carpenter. I've actually seen that one. And the Mortuary Collection, I haven't seen that one.
Southbound is very underrated. I remember that one coming out. I loved that one. I haven't seen Terror Track, obviously seen Body Bags, and I've seen the Mortuary Collection. That's the one with, who voices... Krusty, not Krusty, man, in Mr. Krabs.
What? Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, really famous actor.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown is in the Mortuary Collection. Tonight. You are. Mortuary Collection's very underrated. I love that one.
Yeah.
Body Bags is great. They've got a great segment set in a petrol station in the middle of the night.
Yes,
and
I've seen it. It's amazing.
Sam Raimi crops up in there. And David from American Werewolf in London.
I like the Mark Hamill story I did with the. He's a baseball player. I think he gets his eye gone.
Yeah. And the hair one where that guy gets like that hair transplant, but they're like aliens.
Oh yes, it keeps growing, isn't there? Something like that.
Yes. What's his name? He's in Road Games with Jamie Lee Curtis, and he's in American History X.
Right, I see.
Can't remember his name.
Which character is he in that film?
I can't remember. So it doesn't really help.
Yeah. Geordie, I don't do horror games, but I did love Buffy Chaos Bleeds on the
remember that.
PS2, as I used to imagine I was kicking the shit out of my ex-husband. Is Buffy Chaos Bleeds, is that Buffy the Vampire Slayer? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that on PS2. Loved it. I never watched the show though. Never got into the show.
Wolfman's got nads. Hi Barry. I'm disappointed neither of you have a ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun jumper on. I know. I love Die Hard, but I don't own it. I don't own a Christmas jumper from Die Hard. I'm gutted.
No, I know. Do you know what I want? I want a Gremlins Christmas jumper. That's what I need.
Yeah, I know.
Or Terrifier. Terrifier 3 is a Christmas movie.
Wolfman's got nads. He's got an awesome channel. He's a top man. He's a friend of the channel, and he's just hit. He's just gone over 100,000 subs, which is a massive. And he deserves it. He's awesome. Yeah,
I'm just going ahead a little bit. I can see Wolfman and Jordan, Stacey Quiche. Yes, that's him. He's in the segment Body Bags where he gets that hair transplant. Thank you, boys.
Dark kid horror films like Lady in White and The Gate. I love Lady in White. It's that I shit my pants watching that when I was young.
I'm embarrassing myself with names here, but he's in Mars Attacks. The kid in Lady in White is in Mars Attacks. He plays Jack Black's brother.
Right. It's really.
Oh God.
It's really creepy with Lady in White. It's very underrated. It's kind of forgotten about. But the scene in the sort of in the school cloakroom when the ghost first appears, it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
The bit in The Gate that I used to love, I think everyone agrees, is when the worker comes out of the wall, the dead body, and he goes, "I made him up," and it's like, oh my God, that's so good.
Yeah.
Really clever.
I love The Gate.
It is good. I watched it not long ago. Ella, My Chunky Geordie. That's one of the only games I've played. Oh, shoot.
You don't need to read people's conversations.
I know. Castellar, waiting for Thanksgiving 2 seconds.
Yes!
And give us Thanksgiving 3 bloody stuffing.
I loved that film. Oh my
film.
God, I had such a blast watching that in cinema. And that opening scene with the Black Friday sales was absolutely bonkers.
Yes.
With Eli Roth's recent disasters, I hope Thanksgiving can at least keep him on top. And he needs to stick to horror, right? And he needs to do movies like Thanksgiving because he's got a good knack for horror. He's done a few good ones. Yeah. And I think Thanksgiving was Eli Roth on top form.
I know. And I don't know how he ended up being attached to Borderlands and stuff. It's just... Yeah. So I didn't even watch it. So Reese Wilson, if we give Jenks Return to Oz, we can give Curtis Who Be Halloween. No!
It's more of a horror film than Return to Oz, I'll tell you that much.
Don't make us do a watch party of Who Be Halloween.
Jenks pretending to watch it like, oh yeah, it's a good bit.
Oh, it's so shit. Castellar, glad the collector is getting a 3rd entry. My God.
Yeah, that's been dormant for ages. I think that's when people have been screaming for.
Yeah. Clancy Brown could be the tall man in the future Phantasm film. He was in there.
No one, I agree with you, he could do it, but Angus Scrim is one of the most horrifying villains ever. Yeah. You're not that familiar with Phantasm, are you, James?
I've seen the first one.
Yeah.
I know the guy, he's the ball. I'm not a big fan of those sort of films. Clancy Brown's in the new Penguin. It's really good, yes.
Yes, yeah. He's had a bit of a resurgence, hasn't he? He's come back in a big way.
He used to terrify me in Highlander. He was like the Terminator for me. Of like, oh my God, this guy, if he's after you, you're fucked. You know.
The best film he's in, Extreme Prejudice with Nick Nolte.
I haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen that one, oh, what a film!
Do
you know, right? Fucking hell, my head's fried tonight. What's his name?
I saw those Jaeger bombs Friday, Alice Curtis.
Oh, I know. The villain in there, it's... Oh, God, I can't remember his name now. But the best way I've ever seen a villain get introduced, right? Now, this is... Do you know where there's a part in the film where the director goes, right, they need to know this guy's the villain, right?
Right.
And he's in this hut in the middle of the desert, right? And he's wearing a white suit and a white fedora. And he walks out onto the porch, right? Puts his hand out. And a scorpion crawls on his hand like that. And he just crunches the scorpion in his hand. And I thought, Oh my God, that's the best way a villain's ever been introduced.
Yeah, that is cool. He's definitely evil.
Yeah, just crunches it like.
John Davies. Who would you guys want to have a pint of Guinness with? Can I change that to like lager? I'm a bit. I'm not man enough to have a Guinness.
Powers Booth.
Powers Booth. Oh, right. Okay, I know him. Col Cochran from Halloween 3, or we laughing at?
I'm laughing at his comment.
Or Upston Pratt from Creepshow. Keep up the great work, thanks. Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Right, remind me which character is the Pratt.
Upston Pratt. Let's have a look. I can't remember myself.
I haven't seen Halloween 3
for
about 30 years.
I'm going to say Col Cochran because Upston Pratt is the guy on the last segment who's...
with the bugs.
With the cockroaches. Yeah, that guy's an asshole. I wouldn't spend any time with him. And Col Cochran is obviously the manufacturer of the masks in Halloween. That's a good question, John.
I'm gonna because it's not like Ash or Snake Piston.
They're both bastards.
I'm gonna go with the bug guy. Yes.
To be fair, Col's like a proper bona fide villain, whereas Upston Pratt's just an asshole.
Yeah. We got two answers
Stacey
there.
Quiche.
Excuse me. Ella Star, what? You've never seen Buffy? I've seen Buffy. Oh, no.
I have seen it. I was just never into it, so I never watched it properly. But it was always on TV growing up, so I watched episodes here and there. But
some great episodes.
Really
I didn't watch it all the way through. I dipped in and out, and they I think it's called Silence or something, where they've got these guys in suits and they're floating, and they got like
I've seen those. I've seen those pop up loads online.
Yeah. Tourist Trap is getting remade. Castellar.
That's
awesome.
That's an extremely underrated movie. I love Tourist Trap.
Would I like that?
I own that one on Blu-ray. No, you wouldn't. No.
Wolfman Got Nads. Lady in White, starring the amazing Lucas Haas.
Yes, that's him. Yeah. Yes.
It's such a good film. My God. I would never, it's so off my radar, but I just remember shitting my pants. Maybe I wouldn't shit my pants now if I watched it, but I do remember. Castellar, Midnight Hour is a terrific Halloween film. Yeah, fair play. Gotta say. Taboo from 2003 is a decent film, my God. Got a collection here, innit? Love the Killing Jar. Awesome. Fair play.
I'm absolutely stumped.
I know, he's kicked your ass. Geordie, I need to buy Thanksgiving to watch it. I like the look of it. I enjoyed Hostel 1 and 2. Yes, it is a good film.
Geordie, it's an absolute cracking film. And if you like specifically like the 90s slasher movies and Scream, more importantly, you'd love Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is. It is a good film. It's and the Black Friday scene at the start in the sale is awesome.
It's so good.
Absolutely awesome.
Ultra violent as well.
I could have watched that for 90 minutes, just that chaos, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we got Castellar. Love the 3 seasons of Penny Dreadful. I started watching it. I never finished it.
Never finished that one.
Yeah, and a lot of people loved it, but I think it came out in a time when we had so much stuff to watch. I think it got lost in the mix for me.
Yeah.
Wolfman Got Nads, Clancy Brown's great performance is Pet Sematary 2. I was going to say that because he is good in it.
I've never seen Pet Sematary 2.
Look, it's not the worst film in the world. It's an easy watch. You'd probably have fun with it. If you liked Return of the Living Dead 3, it's better than that. And it's got Edward Furlong in it. And and Clancy Brown's a legend. John Moran, Extreme Prejudice, a Walter Hill classic. Powers Booth is the baddie.
Yes. Oh my God, it's such a great film. I discovered it early this year on Amazon. I watched it on Amazon, then I bought the Blu-ray and the VHS.
Right.
Loved it.
So
cracking film.
I tell you, Powers Booth is brilliant in a Van Damme film called Sudden Death. He's the villain. It's like a Die Hard in a hockey ring. And he's a really good villain. He's also in a forgotten gem. It's a Oliver Stone film called something to... Not Wrong Turn. I'm doing a you now. Something Turn.
And he's in Southern Comfort. That's a classic. Powers Booth is
What's
in.
the film? He's got Jennifer Lopez in it. Something Turn. Not Wrong Turn, something like that.
U-Turn.
U-Turn.
Yes. Hasn't it got Sean Penn in it?
Sean Penn, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Between us both, we get the answers in the end.
yeah. We got there.
So Clancy Brown was the Frankenstein monster in The Bride with Sting. Oh, cool. Fair play. Beyond the Gates, Jacob's wife and Suitable Flesh was Barbara Crampton. Magnificent. I didn't see Suitable Flesh. Did you say he was crap?
Oh my God, I hated it.
Suitable Flesh. It's got Heather Graham in it. Is
yes.
That right? Yeah. You told me to avoid it.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that one at all. But Jacob's Wife is quite good. I enjoyed that one. And Beyond the Gates, a good little throwback horror movie.
Right. Oh, Hush, Not Silence. Yeah, I see. It's the Buffy monsters. I knew it was something like that. Anytime you see like a horror top 10 of TV or something, they always throw that episode in where these like creatures were just like nightmare full. Hugh Huckridge says, is Stephen King a genius or a twisted individual? Both. In equal measures.
Yeah.
So Wolfman, The Midnight Hour is one of the best. Fair play. Oh my God, we've been going on for 1 hour 40 minutes. It's been awesome. What have you got a time you need to wrap it up? Yeah, please.
No. We'll just get to the end of these comments now. Love rewatching House, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, Night of the Creeps and Night of the Demons. All crackers. I'm a huge fan of the House series. I haven't seen Tucker and Dale in so long. I need to rewatch that.
He was there in the For the Love of Horror, wasn't he?
Yes.
The guy who got his name.
Love, Dead and Buried, yes. We've got Reese Wilson. I see a death-proof poster behind you, Curtis. Did you guys like The Hateful Eight? Draws a lot of comparisons to The Thing and even uses some of the score. One of my favourite Kurt Russell performances. So, me and Jenks have argued for years over this one. Hateful Eight is my second favourite Tarantino movie behind Death Proof. Now, my top two is Death Proof and Hateful Eight, right? I absolutely love Hateful Eight, and you're right. Guys. Kurt Russell as John Ruth the Hangman is easily one of his best performances. I always cry a little bit inside when he dies, but he does still...
spoiler.
Shut up, man. It's been out years. And he still gets about 2 hours of screen time because the film's so bloody long. But John Ruth the Hangman is one of my favourite characters Quentin Tarantino's written. I know about The Thing comparisons. I know that before the film started, he made everyone sit down and watch The Thing. So they all got together and watched the screening of The Thing. And Nina Morricone's score as well. He brought that back for this one. I love Hateful Eight. Jenks hates it.
Look, I love the characters. I've got no beef with Kurt Russell's performance. I just think it's an 80-minute movie stretched to 3 hours. I think I would have loved it if it was tighter. I think it was a bit self-indulgent for me. But let's not go on. We're off on a tangent. We've had this discussion too much.
Right. We've got Jimbo. U-Turn was a great film.
Yes. It's a forgotten gem, isn't it? I saw it in the cinema.
Burnt Offerings and Superstitions are grim films. Burnt Offerings has... I've got that one. It's got Oliver... What's the classic British actor? He was known for drinking loads.
Oliver Reed.
Oliver Reed, man. Oliver Reed's in Burnt Offerings. Yeah, that's a grim film. That's a good haunting movie.
No, known for drinking. Not all amazing films. He was in Gladiator and stuff. He's a piss head.
Yeah, you got it though, didn't you?
Yeah, I know.
You got it.
Yeah.
Daniel Garcia, Dead and Breakfast and Wormwood made me laugh. So I remember Dead and Breakfast because the cover has got Bed and Breakfast with bed scribbled out and then dead written. Yeah. Haven't seen it in years, but I love that one.
Wormwood is the zombie one, Australian zombie one. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. I wasn't as much of a fan of that one.
No, there's about 3 of them.
Oh, Wolfman. See you guys in Sheffield in May. I was supposed to go. I booked a hotel to go, but I've cancelled. I'm sure you're on about... I can't remember the name of the event, but I was meant to go, mate, and I've chosen a different con instead. So I'm going to go to Liverpool con instead because I want to meet Walton Goggins.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I love him as the ghoul.
they
He's
announced
amazing.
Walton Goggins, and I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta.
So, who's in Sheffield?
I can't remember the lineup now.
Yeah.
But it's another one of the horror cons.
Yeah, not Twisted Locker. Anyway,
Darcy Huckridge. Hi, Darcy. The Conjuring is a top-tier horror franchise by far.
Oh,
Amazing
yes.
franchise. Even the weak films are good compared to others. So
yeah. The third one's watchable, but not a patch.
yeah, so if you look at it as a whole, Conjuring 1 and 2, top tier, and then all the spin-offs, there's some of them that I don't particularly like that much, but they're still heaps better than the majority of horror films out there now.
Yeah, it's a great little horror universe, but 1 and 2 are top tier horror films. I'm looking forward to the fourth one, but I don't know if James Wan's not doing it, I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah, same. Santa's Little Helper needs a sequel. That's a cracking film. Satan's Little Helper, sorry. Is that film is great because no matter who he goes to, that killer comes back as them. So he phones the police, and the killer turns up at his house dressed as a policeman with a mask on. Great little film. Kurt Russell and John Carpenter will be here.
And Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell
No
as
chance.
well. And Schwarzenegger.
No chance. Midnight Movie was a great killer. I haven't seen that one. Oh, unless that's to do with Satan's Little Helper.
Castellar, you know the Curtis would be crying after this. I'm not doing it again. They're going to block him.
Reese Wilson says, Walton Goggins is amazing. Loved him in The Shield and Justified. I haven't seen either of those, but since he's gone famous, people keep sharing clips from The Shield and Justified of him because he's become a bit of an icon now, isn't he?
Honestly, his performance as the ghoul is so good in what's it called? Fallout. Amazing.
Fallout, yeah, and I love Predators as well, and he's great in that.
Yes, he's a great actor.
Yeah, he's awesome. Andy makes Star Wars. Bit late to the live, lads. Manchester United won. Yes. What's your thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? For me, it's one of Tarantino's best.
Love it.
Oh, mate, it's phenomenal. Tarantino has said himself he thinks it's the best movie he's ever made. I don't agree with him on that. I do love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I don't think it's his best.
Yeah, for me, I watched it in the cinema and I don't think I liked it. I liked the way it looked, but I was like, it didn't have a plot. All these things bugged me. On a rewatch, I kind of got then, it doesn't need a plot. It's just a celebration. It's a love letter to Hollywood.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
And the end, I watched it the other day, so on Netflix, and I stuck it on. And some films I watch like in chunks. That's the type of film you can watch half an hour and then come back to it.
Yeah.
I love the character. You just want to spend time with those characters.
I love Cliff Booth. Oh my God.
It's so good. It's got so many actors in this, so many brilliant actors. Do you
know the final sequence with the dog?
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, do you know
I love the way he just whistles and clicks. And it just
the girl he fucks up with the dog which smashes her face. Oh no, which one's the one who goes in the pool? She was in Scream 5.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
It's such a good film. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that film.
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction is to me is the best film he's ever done. One of the greatest films ever made, and I love it.
For me, and I'll happily say that Pulp Fiction is obviously the best movie he's ever made, but it's ranked third for me because I'd have to go Death Proof and Hateful Eight. I think a lot of it comes down to my love for Kurt Russell. Yeah. I think he does make those films 10 times better. Obviously, we're talking about Walton Goggins. We didn't say Hateful Eight.
Well, actually, I saw the correlation.
Mannix. Yeah.
But yeah, for me,
so good in that.
It's Pulp Fiction by a mile. Then it's Kill Bill, and then probably Inglourious Bastards, and then it's a little bit swappy then afterwards.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
John Moran, I thought Walton Goggins would have made a good Freddy, but I'm getting on a bit now. Definitely would have made a good Freddy. He's got that menacing look to him, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
Ben Davies, great podcast, guys. Learned quite a bit of knowledge on right podcasts and got new films to watch. That's what it's all about.
You've got loads of films to watch, Kurt. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Daniel Garcia, hope the People Under the Stairs remake is good.
Oh,
me
yes.
too, man.
I forgot about that.
Jordan Peele is attached.
Yeah.
I don't like Us or Nope, but I've still got hope for him because Get Out was so
awesome.
good.
It's so good. Yeah.
Ben Davis, Hayley's asking what's your opinion on When the Lights Go Out? Or do you mean Lights Out?
Lights Out.
Or maybe if there's a film called When the Lights Go Out, I haven't seen it. But if you're talking about Lights Out, I watched that in cinema on my own and I didn't get scared once.
Mediocre. It's slightly better than Darkness Falls, which had exactly the same premise.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hope the Creepshow video game is good. What?
That sounds awesome.
That's the first I've heard of that.
I'll play that.
I'll bloody play that.
Bloody hell.
Yes, Walton Goggins is in Fallout. I think that's the main reason he's going to be showing up in these cons now.
And that's why he looks like Freddy.
Yeah. Reese Wilson, Kurt Russell is my cinematic hero. Jack Burton in Big Trouble in China is my absolute favourite. I've got a framed poster of Big Trouble in the house. I'm a huge fan of that movie. John Carpenter's my favourite director of all time. Kurt Russell's my favourite actor. I love all the films they did together. Top class. Big Trouble is amazing. That. Jack Burton, the worst hero of all time.
Every time I watch that film, I always try to hold my breath the same when they're swimming underneath. And I could never hold it long enough.
Oh, yeah. Hope the It Welcome to Derry series turns out to be good. Me too. I've got high hopes. They've got all the people who made the movies back. So
I'll watch it.
Yes, we're hoping. Ella Starr, great show as always, guys. Have a great week and looking forward to seeing you next Sunday.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for jumping on, Ella, and sticking with us. We appreciate it.
We're going to wrap it up now.
And John Moran says, if you look up charisma in the dictionary, there's a picture of Kurt Russell.
100%.
Absolutely. So much charisma, right, that you fall in love with Stuntman Mike, and that guy's a rotten piece of shit, but I love him.
Yes, totally. I can overlay these just in case a few come out now while we're talking. So we've been talking for almost 2 hours. It's been a blast. I love it. So next week we're coming on a bit earlier. We're going on 6 o'clock, 6 till 7. Then we're jumping straight onto a Davey Deathray's channel to do a watch party, our first watch party of Black Christmas 2019. I can't wait.
Yeah. I can't wait.
And it'll be our last show then for Christmas. We'll take a 2-week break because nobody wants to watch us during Christmas time.
No.
Yeah. But we can't wait.
Yes, as always, guys, thank you to everyone who's jumped on. Like I say, we see the same people every week, so we appreciate you sticking by us, coming on every Sunday, watching our lives. I'm not sure how you can sit through 2 hours of me and Jenks talking shit. I can barely do it myself, but thank you so much, guys. You're all amazing, and we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.
And if we don't see you next week, have an awesome fucking Christmas, and catch up with all those horror films that you haven't seen this year.
I definitely need to.
Yes. Right, cheers, guys. And we'll see you next week. Awesome. Thanks.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.